Week 7,
What's
Elite
up?
Fantasy Football. How you doing, Thomas?
I'm doing good, Ryan.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
We're on a little bit of a show streak here.
Yeah.
No one volunteered to guest speak today, which I'm a little bit, I'm slightly pissed off about it, Tom. Yourself?
I just feel like we need a little bit of dedication. I know we're all busy, but it's always nice to have somebody in here to have a beer with, you know?
It sure the shit is. Which reminds me, today's sponsor is by Budweiser.
So we were supposed to have that other sponsor that we can't mention now for copyright purposes, but they will be here next week. We just we're running a little late today.
All right, Thomas, I'm going to start us off this week, if you don't mind.
Yeah, while you're checking into that, I just want to say how crazy it is. There's like 10 teams that are all 3-3.
I saw that.
I mean, out of 16 teams, we said at the beginning of the year we wanted it to be close. We wanted best efforts. I mean, if that many teams are at 500, I think we're getting a lot of good effort here.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
That being said, there's no more undefeated teams. Fear the Turtle went down last week.
I called that.
You called that, and that was a good call.
Yeah.
No one undefeated, and I think everybody's won at least one game.
Yes.
So, with no further delay, my first game is the 2-4 Chris Cooley's versus the 3-3 Bulldogs. You know, Thomas, I happened to talk to the team owner, CEO Richard Alpert today, and he told me he has given full responsibility to Little Bradley to take on the team because he's in 18 leagues, but this one is his priority one, and he feels that him and his partner are no help to him at this point in the season. Bulldogs leads this series 4-0, Thomas. And they continue the streak and make it 5 games in a row. They win this by 18.
My first matchup here on the docket is the 3-3 Bunkin' Ain't Easy versus the 3-3 Child's Play. Child's Play started the season a little banged up, took a risk on Cooper Kupp, had to wait 4 weeks. It has turned out to be great for him since he's been back. Bunkin leads this series all time 7-5. And I think these two teams will possibly be playoff teams. I think Bunkin could possibly go really far this year. With that being said, I do think that Child's Play is going to win here by a slim margin. I think everybody's going to be tooth and nail Monday. I think Child's Play wins by 4.
Ooh, nail biter.
Okay, my next game is the 3-3 Washington Foreskins versus the 3-3 Slap 'em to Sleep. Thomas, believe it or not, Slap 'em to Sleep's on a 2-game winning streak. Washington Foreskins on a 1-game winning streak. They lead this series 5-2 over Slap 'em. With all the buys in this game, it would have been close if they had their full slates, but they don't, which nobody does. I'm going to take Washington Foreskins here by only 4.
Okay. My next next matchup is the 1-5 Refuse to Lose versus the 3-3 Buffalo Tots. Now this is a rematch of the Super Bowl from last year when all hell broke loose and it ended up being just called a tie. To your point, there are a lot of buys. I know Refuse doesn't have Derrick Henry. The current projections are 98-95 in favor of Refuse, and the Tots lead this all-time series 9-3. That spells a disaster, in my opinion, for the Buffalo Tots. I think the Buffalo Tots are going to lay an egg here, and I think they lose by 11.
Ooh, a little bit of revenge.
Fair enough. The third game on the AFC side is the 3-3 Prime Times versus the 3-3 Slam Bammers. Thomas, Slam Bammers on a 3-0 skid.
We said a couple weeks ago, this guy streaks no matter what he does.
Yeah, he streaks, and it's showing right here. I think the skid continues. Primetime easily wins this by 39.
Wow.
So our next matchup on the NFC side, we have the 1-5 Thug Nasty versus the 3-3 Red Zone Warriors. And current projections are in favor of Thug 100-88, and Thug actually leads this series 2-1. Looking at it, with that big of a difference in the projection, I am actually going to take Red Zone Warriors here again. Flip that score around. I'm taking them to win by 16.
Okay, here in my final game is the 3-3 White Lightning Black Hammer versus the 4-2 Hot Stars. White Lightning Black Hammer leads this series 8-6. That's 14 times they have played each other, Thomas.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Heck it is.
So I think if Christian McCaffrey plays, hands down, White Lightning Black Hammer wins this, and I think he is going to play. The thing is how many times is he going to carry the ball?
It only takes a few.
It only takes a few. I'm going to say White Lightning Black Hammer wins this by 6 points, but it will be very close.
So my last matchup, honestly, is probably the game of the week regardless of side. It is the 5-1 Fear the Turtle versus the 5-1 Funny Guy. Current projection, 96 Fear, 96 Funny Guy. The all-time series, though, tells a way different story. It is 9-2, and I don't know who the tie went to, but there's a tie in there. So it could be 10-2, Fear the Turtle. It could be 9-3, Funny Guy. Either way, it's lopsided. And I think after last week's slip up, where he probably should have won, I think Fear the Turtle wins this one here by, looking at it, I think he's going to win by 7.5.
7.5.
I'm going with the 0.5 on this prediction.
So I updated the ad drops. Everyone should have got an email on that. I think the ones that were kind of up there for where we were Cooley and Slam Bammers.
Some had like 8.
Yeah,
was there
I think-
a 9? Or was 8 the highest? I think 8 was the highest.
8 was the highest. I still have it right here.
Now, was that after Wednesday's?
No, it was before.
Okay.
It was the night before the transactions for this week.
So I think I have 9.
I don't know what you have now.
I think I had 7 on there, right?
Here it is: Thug 7, Refuse 5, Child 5, Buffalo 5, Funny 4, Bunk 3, Fear 2, Red Zone 0, Red Zone 1 for the NFC, and then for the AFC it was Cooley 8, Slam 8, Hawk 6, Bulldog 6, White Lightning Black Hammer 4, Prime 3, Foreskin 1. Slapham has not made an ad drop this year.
Okay.
He did drop a guy, but he never picked one up.
That makes a lot of sense. You'll never know if you need it, you know?
Yes. That's all I have.
That's all I have. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody. We would really like to have a guest speaker next week. So feel free to ask. I mean, if 2 people want to come in, we'll have 2. But that's how that goes. Hope to see you soon.
Have a good one.